Hey YouTube, it's your girl Chic from Chic Say What. I am back on here tonight, y'all. In my Azalea Banks voice, the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. Listen, we got a whole world war out here in these streets, like literally, not even like internet type wars, beefs that we normally talk about over here. But Cardi, she had something to say about it. Her fans like to hear her speak, and she jumps on here and there and speak on issues outside of WAP. So when she does do that, you got some people who just don't be here for that. They're like, yo, stay in your lane, which is WAP. Anything else, you leave it for um those who know what they talking about. So that's what we're gonna get into tonight. If you're joining the live as you come in, please like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell, because as we say, we real random over here at this party. We are the Starlights, and we get into all things celebrities, YouTube drama, um, just trending topics, y'all. You name it, we get into it over here. So tonight will be no different. And we're going to talk about Cardi B, Candace Owens, and Nicki Minaj. Like, period. It's going to be like in that order. So Cardi got to talking. Candace, once again, with her pregnant self. I don't think she had the baby, y'all. I don't know if y'all know Candace, she's expecting baby number 2 with her husband. She popped up out the bushes. Y'all seen that Kim Kardashian meme where Kim kind of peeping out the bushes? Candace came peeping out the bushes when Cardi opened her mouth. Y'all know how that go. And she was just ready to shut her down. Candace Owens style. Listen, I don't know what we're going to do. I really think it's going to be, if them ladies ever seen each other on site, y'all, it's probably just going to go down. Like, y'all remember when Nicki Minaj and Cardi got into it in them beautiful gowns at the Met Gala, and they just got the throwing hands, throwing shoes. I see a Cardi B and Candace Owens situation going down very similar to that. But I don't see Candace Owens, wearing no ball gown, but I just see them scrapping, y'all. It's just so we're gonna get into it, because now we got Cardi. She's like, okay, I like talking, but I know I don't be knowing I be talking about certain things, but I like talking. So that's kind of like the energy that I'm getting from, her posts and things like that with critics. So we're going to, how we do over here. We go ahead and get into the net and share what's going on in the internet streets. But people, some people aren't here for Cardi B and her political commentary, we'll call it. Political commentary. I think I like that. What y'all think? Political commentary. So Cardi B's latest political commentary. So this article says Cardi B weighs in on Russia-Ukraine situation and the internet reacts. Y'all, it's so much going on with that Russia-Ukraine situation. Kudos to you, Cardi, for even trying to think you can even attack that, because sis was over here Googling, trying to figure out like, what the hell? Okay, what's going on? What you say about it? Now, what you said, like, when I say I was just lost to where I was like, I'm just going to close this laptop, take me a nap. Because I'm just like, I don't know. Listen, so I'm definitely not going to be over here trying to break that down. Y'all gonna have to go somewhere over that. But we can go ahead and break down what Cardi B's interpretation is, or what she said that got people in their feelings about her speaking on the situation. But y'all, again, it's a free country. You can speak, say whatever, but you do have to be responsible with what you say and put out there, meaning that it needs to be valid information, especially when you got like a large fan base. That part, when you got a large fan base, then like that really matters. It's on a different level than just say somebody like me, a smaller YouTuber that got hundreds of subs, and they may check in. And still, for me, it's even important for me to bring accurate, valid information, which is why I take you all to where I go to get information in the media pertaining to the events that are taking place. Because listen, I don't want y'all think I'm just pulling ish off the crack of my, it don't go down like this over here. I show you the receipt, and then I even follow up and post it after I complete the live. So let's get into this article. This is Cardi. It's a pretty picture of her. So Cardi B might not be known for her political takes, but that didn't stop the WAP rapper from chiming in recently on the volatile situation taking place between Russia and Ukraine. So it's me. Let's see what she say.
The phone is not hacked. It's really me. I actually want to say a lot of things, but I'm just gonna mind my business because sometimes I feel like I have such a big platform that if I don't say the right things, I might get killed. But I'm really not on NATO's side. I'm really not in Russian side. I'm actually in the citizen side because at the end of the day, the world is having a crisis right now. There's inflation not only in America but everywhere in the world. It's really hard to get the economy back up. There is so much shipments and embarkments backed up. China's not really messing with us, so a lot of things are behind. A lot of goods are behind, and this shit just made it way more complicated. So I'm just really annoyed by this, and I really wish that all world leaders right now just really come with a logical conclusion. But whatever.
Okay, so those were Cardi's words. But before we get into that, listen, y'all, why when I first seen her speak, I was kind of distracted by all that she was saying because I was looking at her face. Somebody said this is the current face, and her eyes, like, I'm like, what's missing? Is it her eyelashes? Just something. She has this sunken in look. Like, I don't know if it's just because it's like, okay, do she not have no eyelashes? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Some just looked kind of off, with the face. Somebody even said she even looked like a possum. So y'all, we ain't gonna even go there. And when they said that, I pictured a possum because they got these big old eyes. And listen, let me not get sidetracked, y'all. I'm sorry. So let's carry on with this article. On Tuesday, February 22nd, Cardi jumped on social media to share her thoughts on the crisis at the Russia-Ukraine border. United States President Joe Biden has now described events taking place as the beginning of a Russian invasion. Cardi started her statement by stating that she is, quote, really not on NATO's side or really not on Russia's side either. She says, I'm actually on the citizen side, Cardi says. At the end of the day, the world is having a crisis right now. End of quote. She then talked about inflation, quote, not only in America, but everywhere in the world, which is making it hard to get the economy back up. Then she says, this is just made it way more complicated. She added, I'm really just annoyed by this. I really wish that all world leaders just really come with a logical conclusion, but whatever. End of quote. Reaction to Cardi B's decision to weigh in on the international relations was mixed. Quote, Cardi B telling us she knows nothing about foreign policy without telling us she knows nothing about foreign policy, wrote social media influencer and actress Angela Belcamino. Okay, I don't know who she is though, but y'all may know who this Angela lady is. Some poked fun at her for inventing the word embarkments instead of saying embargoes. Like, listen, I don't use embargoes in my vocabulary, and I ain't never even used embarkments. So I could have been, like I said, I'm so unremoved where I could have listened to all that Cardi had to say and be like, word, you know. And I'm sure like a lot of her followers, that's the thing why they say when you got to be responsible when you speaking out, because there may be people who don't know. It's a good chance they don't know what's going on. So with you being I guess we can call Cardi an influencer. People are holding on to the things that you are saying. So that's just how you just gotta be very responsible when you move out here in these streets, when you are someone who speaks to the public, including, myself. So still, Okay, so this person named Jake said, I nearly passed out trying to work out. Embarkments backed up, but I think I got it. Yeah, listen, Cardi like, listen, y'all know I came from the pole. I don't know why y'all trying to act like I came from one of them prestige colleges in New York City. Y'all know that ain't where I came. I came from. She even said, "What's the name of the strip club?" She even said the name. I normally know. I can't even think of the name of the strip club that she came from, but I know I heard her tell a story that she worked at like a little store and she wasn't good at that. And I think the boss was like, "Yo, I think you need to go on and try out that strip club across the street. That might be more suited for you." And that's how she ended up at that place where she started stripping. But it was just crazy. But yeah, I heard her say that, so they ain't no alleged. That's what she said. He was like, sis, yeah, it's not working out for you here at this little corner situation, the store. I don't know if she was popping off with her, stocking the shelves, her at the register. I don't know, but I want to say she said, look, he even walked her over there and said, yo, this is Bacalis or whatever name she was going off of. And that's how she ended up starting to work there. So, yeah, Cardi ain't never claimed to be the sharpest knife in the drawer. I will say that. But she be trying. She gets out here and she talks to her people. She even goes as far as to talk to politicians, presidential hopefuls, presidents. Y'all, we seen that through the campaign. I wasn't listening to that mess, but you got some people who don't know no better. So this article goes on to say, still, many of Cardi's fans were glad she used her platform to share her opinion with her nearly 22 million followers. It is, of course, her opinion. Cardi B shows she cares about the world, one Twitter user said. That's all anyone can ask for. So yes, she is showing that when she gets out here and talk that she cares, she got an interest. So I mean, that's her business, it's her platform. People who follow her, you have to also use discernment and common sense, and even just fact check what they say, go look up certain information. So you still got to be responsible for yourself and do your own due diligence and not just go off of the words of someone else, because you would get caught up out here in these streets if you simply going off of what somebody else say. So we can't be lazy. We got to get out here and do the work for ourselves. Let me see. This person says, Cardi B shows she care about the world. That's all anyone can ask for. She did not pretend to have the answer or point fingers. She said the people suffering the consequences of policy matter to her. In her position, she could not have said it any better. Another fan pointed to the fact that anyone can make change if they speak out. Let's see. Someone posted, I'm glad and really proud. You're one of those few. So this is the Cardi B Mexico. Okay. Kate/Katie. I'm glad and really proud you're one of those few people with a big platform who can give an opinion about important things, because people like that can make a change. Heart. Who knows? Maybe Cardi has a future in politics. What she's doing in 2024 anyway. Listen, once I seen Arnold Schwarzenegger was there over there in my home state, California, running stuff, at that point I was like, anything goes. Anything goes. I think post after him, then Trump came along. So I'm like, yo, like, listen, to me, it became more of like a popularity type situation to where, so when Kanye started hollering a couple of years back that he was going to run, y'all, it wasn't even quite, I wasn't even laughing like hard to fall off the bed, because everybody else don't, trying to do the doggone thing. So, Kanye got a large following. Not that it's a good idea. I don't think it is, but I'm just saying that it just seems like a lot of this, when it comes to politics, is too about popularity. Then, I've heard people throw out Oprah's name like it is. So I'm not going to even go on record to say that Cardi B couldn't one day run for some type of political office and her behind not mess around and win. I'm not going to even say that, because she is super popular. I think right about now, Beyonce can run for something with all the followers she got, and she can mess around and be running something. I don't know if behind the scenes, low key Solange and be doggone pulling the strings, but Beyonce can easily be the face. Again, in my opinion, it's a lot of this stuff is just popularity. It's what they say is not what you know, is who you know. And I feel like that's why a lot of people are in positions that they are in, or have been in positions that they've been in. So that's just my little 2 cents on that. So y'all heard what Cardi had to say on her platform. That's the power of our beautiful country, America. Freedom of speech, what we're founded on. Like, people, we can say what we want to say. And that's what, and she got on there and said what she had to say, period. So, whether you're here for it or not, if you don't like it, unfollow. Like that part. It's as simple as that. Um, one thing I will agree with what she talked about is just, being for the people, being for the citizens, because in all, whether it be conflict between Ukraine or Russia, or our country and whatever other country, it's always about the citizens. Does it always feel like it's truly about us citizens? No. More often than not, people think it's about money, power, control, territory. And the people just get the short end of the stick. Lives are lost. And, people, politicians, they just move on and conduct business as usual, so it's a sad reality, but she did speak, a word on that, when she talked about it being about, she's just about the citizen. And one thing I've come to see with Cardi, I truly believe that she do genuinely just care about people. It's just her energy. And the time she do get out here and speak, it's like, it just be like she coming from the heart. This is even before like she even became a mom. And then a lot of times, when you become a parent, you start feeling things or caring about stuff that you really didn't care about before. So you start being, more emotionally invested on things, especially when, there's children that can be impacted. Cardi's married now. So you got husbands that are now out there having to fight a war, children who don't know if their daddy is going to be returning home. So, I believe that Cardi definitely meant well when she got out here on her socials and started speaking out. And I don't want her to just stop speaking out. That part, I really don't want her to stop speaking out. I would just rather her just lead with, hey, y'all, I'm just giving my 2 cents. This ain't about no facts or nothing. I'm just telling you guys how I'm feeling. And therefore, when people come in and weigh on it, it's not about them trying to hold her to having an understanding of something. It's just, hey, y'all, I'm just telling y'all how I'm feeling today. And I'm not feeling this at all. And I just hope that we can get this together, period. So I think just something like that would make a difference. But I definitely don't want her to stop talking. Now, somebody who does want her to stop talking is Candace Owens. Y'all, we better jump over here. That doggone Candace Owens. Listen, she might be pregnant, but listen, that brain, what they say sometimes when you're pregnant, you got the baby brain. Not Candace Owens. She was like, I'm still sharp over here, and I still recognize foolishness. And what we not gonna do is act like Cardi B know what the hell she's talking about. So this article reads, Candace Owens to Uneducated, Cardi B amid ongoing feud. And then it's quoted as of her saying, silence clown, it's Nicki Minaj week. Y'all, when I read that, I had to read that a couple of times. I'm like, wait a doggone minute. Nicki Minaj week. So then I had to do some investigating pertaining to Nicki Minaj to understand why she said all that. So then that'll lead us into ending this live talking about Nicki Minaj and what's this got going on. But y'all, it's a whole mess. Like, it's a mess out here. And what, this Black History Month, when I say this month has seemed like the longest month, and we only on the 24th. Lord Jesus. Well, we got 4 more days. It's been on and popping when I say from the 1st through the 24th. So let's get into this article. Cardi B and political commentator, media personality Candace Owens have publicly slammed each other for over a year because of their respective political views on everything from women's rights to COVID vaccine. While some thought their beef had cooled, The Fox News contributor stirred the pot again recently when she called Cardi and basketball star LeBron James incredibly uneducated during her visit to the Full Send podcast with the Nelk Boys. Though James kept mum on the disc, Cardi wasn't having it. Look inside to see how her response fueled a Nicki Minaj inspired clap back from Owens. So they like, you know what, James, like, listen, I ain't got time to be fooling with Candace because her clap back be on some other stuff and she ain't finna eat the me and have me looking crazy and feeling dumb and all of that. Because one thing Candace can do, Candace can really make you feel about a half an inch tall because she's a very smart woman. So you definitely gotta, you pick your battle. She's that one that if you don't know your stuff, you need to just go ahead and have a seat. Have a seat, when it comes to the area of politics. That's her lane. That's her lane. And LeBron, we know he know the game of basketball. So you don't see Candace out here talking about basketball. So she like, yo, Bron, we don't want to hear you out here talking about politics, leading the people wrong. Again, LeBron is somebody who also has a large number of followers, somewhere in the millions, y'all. So she's like, it's about making sure, what you're speaking is accurate information, just being responsible. Cardi, like, whatever, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say, and I got more to talk about than WAP. Period. Pooh on Mary had a little lamb. So let's look on this article. Here's a clip from the Neighborhood Talk. And let's listen to what our sis Candace Owens had to say, and we'll get back into this article.
I don't even remember how it started. I mean, Cardi it's incredible how uneducated she is. I mean, she just got embarrassed on Twitter. She was just saying stuff about politics and I was just responding. I wasn't being rude. I was just like, she literally doesn't even know what country she's in, how the country works. She's hardly, when she types, there's 87 typos in basic words. And yet same thing, she's mouthing off and saying things and she literally doesn't understand. Like, I don't even think she understands like Congress has a Senate and House of Representatives. Like, I mean, she has no idea what she's talking about.
What did Cardi say to you?
Yeah, so if you ever wondered or questioned how Candace Owens felt about Cardi B, well, now you know. You need to no longer have to question that because Candace has said that basically, in other words, Cardi's about as smart as a box of rocks. And like, we gonna leave it at that. Listen, I'm just trying to compact what she just said in that short clip. Yeah, so moving on with this article. In the video seen above as captioned by the Friends of TNT, Candace Owens not only called Cardi uneducated, but also stated she doesn't even know what country she's in or how the country works when referencing their previous spat. Once the news landed on the desk of Cardi, the UP hitmaker turned all the way up. Quote, what's embarrassing is that she tried to get her lawyer to make me do a public apology after she'd been attacking me for months and tried to make me pay her $75,000 a month I guess it's one of them typos. I guess she meant to say she threatened to sue with no case. Like how smart you are and don't even know the law. The Grammy winners. Listen, y'all. I did the best I could in that. Y'all read that. Owens hit back by trying to reignite another of Cardi's cool fuels. And she says, silence. It's Nicki Minaj week, clown. I can't listen, y'all. I don't be making stuff up like this. Like, I can't even make this stuff up. Like, my brain don't even work like that to make up the stuff I be reporting over here. Fans of Owens know she's made no secret to her support of Minaj since the rapturous nabbled headlines for questioning the safety of the C vaccine. The controversial right-winger who is staunchly anti-vax is referring to the gargantuan success of Minaj's comeback single, Do We Have a Problem? When she says Nicki Minaj Week, released February 4th, the song entered the Billboard Hot 100 Monday, February 14th at number 2 with the highest digital sales of the year. So that was a new fun fact for me. The historic milestone for the chart, the number 2 premiere, comes as the highest debut as the leading act of Nicki's over 12-year-long career yet. So this looks like the social media, the post that I guess Candace Owens shared pertaining to the back and forth between her and Cardi B. Yeah, so it looks like it was something that she had shared that the neighborhood talk posted. Listen, I cannot. So, yeah, we'll see how long that silence between the two ladies lasts, because y'all know it always be another situation that don't be too far behind. But so in Nicki Minaj world, let's jump over to this Billboard website and see what's going on, because I didn't know that Nicki was out here winning, like that. As you may know, I'm not a barb, can't tell. So, because the barbs are like, what? How you not know that? So, this is on Billboard.com. 5 burning questions. Nicki Minaj and Lil Baby score a pair of Hot 100 top 20 debuts. The pair's Do We Have a Problem launched at number 2 on last week's Hot 100, while their Bussin' follows it onto the chart this week. So Nicki had been quiet for a minute when it came to her music. She had her baby, but I guess, is it just me? I recall like some years back, Nicki was claiming, which I don't believe it, but she was claiming that she was going to retire. Do y'all remember that? This was like, I think this was right around the time she was supposed to, it was alleged that she had gotten married, it was getting married. She was doing her radio. Is it called Queen Radio? So she was doing a radio show. But I thought she talked about like retiring and things like that. But like I said, I don't believe that, because most of the time, the first time the artists say they're going to retire, they don't. They'll come back out with another album or two. I think LL was the first one that did that. It had me ever since after that. I'm like, man, if you don't stop. So I don't really believe it too much when artists talk about retiring. A lot of times they get in their feelings and then they get pissed off at whatever and be like, forget it. I'm not doing music anymore. I think what was that singer that did it? She got mad. She got the I think we were just talking about her. The Summer Walker. Y'all remember even maybe right before the pandemic, Summer got in her feelings with fans. I guess they were mad at her, her lack of interaction with them online, and she was talking about she was gonna stop singing and all. So I just come to know these artists, they're getting their feelings, say what they're not gonna do, and then equivalent of 5 minutes later, you hear they back doing what they do. So I take that with a grain of salt, but this article goes on to say it's been almost 4 years since we've gotten a full-length album from Nicki Minaj, but a new era from the rap great appears to be on the way with the arrival this month of 2 new singles, both featuring star guest Lil Baby, Do We Have a Problem, and Bussin'. Problem arrived first, dropping on the first Friday of February and ultimately debuting at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. The following week, Bussin' arrived, and this week dated February 26th. It follows Problem to the Hot 100's top 20, bowing at number 20. What does the performance of the 2 songs say about their release strategy? And should the duo keep up their collaboration past here? Billboard staffers discuss these questions and more below. Let me see. Let's see what they're saying. Renaya, this person says, while I see Do We Have a Problem being the immediate trendy hit, I think Bussin' is a song with staying power. It's Nicki in her element, and she has that same effortless, breathless flow in Bussin' that she executes in her iconic bottoms up guest verse that her fans love so much. It's a party song that will surely soundtrack pre-games for years to come. And it's also worth noting that Lil Baby's verse is an Instagram caption gold mine. I can see the go to sleep in Paris waking up in my Konos post now. Someone also say, I prefer Do We Have a Problem simply because I think the song is more pleasing sonically. That's a word, sonically. Along with hopscotching their way through the club banger, Nicki and Baby's lyrics are punchy. The hook is magnetic and their energy is unmatched. Someone says, do we have a problem? No, just because of the splashier chart debut, but it's clearly the fan favorite and more impactful returning statements from Minaj. I personally think Bustin' is more combustible and club ready, but also understand that Problem showcases her personality and lyrical ferocity more. If Team Nicki keeps the focus upon it, Problem should receive plenty of hip hop radio spins over the next few months and separate itself as the longer lasting hit. Okay. Someone also says, I'm a bigger fan of Do We Have a Problem? And I'm noticing way more traction across social media, especially TikTok, which we all know is a litmus test for a hit. The girls speaking as one of said girls, especially, let me see, the girls speaking as one of said girls, especially love a shoutable line and hold up shorty, hold up beat, please don't touch me, look at my feet, most definitely does the trick. Y'all, I have noticed like with TikTok, if something can trend on TikTok, then there you go. Folks down there redoing things, dancing, and listen, my husband, if he don't stop showing me something that's going viral, there's something with I can't even think of how the lyrics go where people dancing to it. And I just get so annoyed. But that's where it starts. Like if something's, trending on like the TikTok and people are reenacting it, and a lot of times people learn about music from just people doing dances to a song that they like. And it's just like, oh, snap. So it kind of brings that attention to the music. I think, Soldier Boy, a lot of his promotions, the rapper Soldier Boy, like he does his own. He's big on social media and things like that. It's just like he doesn't feel like he needs the backing of like a record label to push his music, his products, because he has such a large following on his socials. So I think this Nina person definitely, made a good point about, if something's kind of trending on TikToks, then you kind of, you kind of in there. So this last person says, Problem has the sing-along hook that makes it hard to resist, along with the kind of boomingly serene trap beat that dominated popular music towards the end of the last decade. It feels like a hit. Bussin' is a little more unexpected and could end up a fan favorite, but Problem is the one that seems like it might still hang around the charts for a few months. So, yeah, you guys are gonna have to check out these songs. For copyright, I can't be playing these songs and videos, but I'm gonna drop the link. Let me know your thoughts. What songs do you think is kind of gonna be the ones that's gonna be timeless, that's gonna like be around for like a long time. Nicki got a lot of classic songs that's still popping. I'm not a bar, but I definitely like her music. Like I like Cardi B's music as well, but I'm not one of those strong supporters in either one of their corners. But I can appreciate good music, without being like this avid follower of someone, if you know what I mean. So y'all let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think Cardi should still continue to talk, to speak her piece, speak her mind, whether it be politics, WAP, whatever, let her live? Or do you feel like, sis, well, we can't do this. We can't do this. If you ain't talking about WAP, your nails, your hair, your kids, we ain't trying to hear it. Do you feel like Candace got a point? Y'all, if you don't know what you're talking about, shut it up. I don't want to hear it. Or you feel like, hey, Candace, let this woman live. Stop trolling her. Sit down. Carry have a focus on your pregnancy, your unborn child, making sure that your pressure levels ain't up. Also, are you here for Cardi B's new music? Her being on the Billboard, the top 100. She got multiple songs on there. Like, listen, like, I don't know what you can say about that. Like, that's somebody who's doing a doggone thing. So sound off in the comments, y'all. I want to hear it. I like to read comments. Let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know if there's anything you want me to touch on, as far as from a content standpoint, in future lives or videos. Again, anything that's hot out there that's up for conversation. I like to, I want to get into it. So you guys let me know what you want to hear. Also, make sure you subscribe and you share the live. I'm a smaller YouTuber growing. We are the party over here. This is the party. We are the Starlights. And yeah, we're trying to get to that 1,000 and sub. We're gonna say that's our first goal. So we making it there, we in 100. So we getting there, we getting there. So I appreciate you all for supporting. I see you, I see the new subs, and I see those who are returning subs and who support and make comments on the videos. So until the next broadcast, peace.